Welcome to another tutorial from Book. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to create the constraints between your different activities and how to put in the duration, the work, and the resource initials. So the first thing I'm going to start with is I know that this activity has 102 days. Instead of entering all the way down like so, what I could do is I could mark the first one and I could drag it down like that. Another thing I could do is I could right click and say information, or on my task menu bar up here, click information, enter the duration to 102 like that, and press OK. So there's quite a lot of possibilities to do it. Again, I know that this activity here or task is set to a duration of 25 days. Gonna pull it down like that. I want 5 days for my quality insurance, and I want 0 days for my output. That's supposed to be a milestone. Billing permit, I'm going to set those both to 15 days. And my project planning, I'll put that to 50. Quality insurance, 5. Output main, 0. This is the different durations of the activities that I'm going to be using. Now, I'm going to click out here, hold down Control, and then use the middle mouse button, the scroll button, and scroll out so I can see my activities. Now I need to connect these, and the way I connect them is what I could do, I could press this one, hold down the Control button, use the left mouse button and click on that one. Again, under Task, you then have Link. You could use Control F2. That's also a shortcut. Another way you could do it is if I move it out here, you have what is known as your predecessors. The predecessor for number 3 would be number 2. So out here you have what is called the it's a form of an ID. So if I put in 2, what happens is if I look over here, it connects them with a binding. If I double click or place my cursor above it and double click, I get this dialog box, the task dependencies, and you have what is called finish to start. So this activity up here, the project planning, has to be finished before project logbook could start. I also have start so the activities start at the same time, and finish they have to end at the same time. I have start to finish, that means this one starts when the other one finishes, or yeah, it's a kind of a messed up one, but it almost gives itself if you use it. I can just show you. Okay, like this, and that means the task will be begin before the project start date. So I'm just going to say cancel that because I don't want it. But what you should notice was all these parentheses with the FS, SS, and stuff like that. I could have said, if I wanted to start at the same time, I could say 2SS for start, and what happens is it gets a dependency between them and they start at the same time. Right now, these activities, they all start on Monday the 29th of August. So in principle, I wouldn't need to put a predecessor on it. The ones I did need to put predecessors on would be the construction project, because the construction project, I have something called quality insurance and I have an output. The quality insurance should be done when all the other above activities have been completed. So if I click on my predecessor and say quality insurance, when does that have to be done? It has to be done when all these activities have been accomplished. So what I could do is I could click on it and click, control down, click on that one like that. Or I could just place myself down here and I could say 32, 32, because that's the next one, up till 38. So if I say 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, like so, press Enter. Mm-hmm. 32, 3, 4, 36, oh, 35, 36, 37, 38, like so. I used the wrong. Then you have all these connections, and if I scroll in a little bit like this, you can see all those constraints going from the end of the project to the start of the quality assurance. I know that once the quality assurance has been done, I can then send out my output for the authorities. So my output authority project has a predecessor that is number 39, and it has to be finished before it can start. So FS, like so. I have a deadline for this project, and I know this deadline is the 7th of October. So what I could do is I could mark this activity by left clicking on it, right click, go down to my information again, or click up here. I could go to advanced, and I could say under constraint type, must finish on, and then I could put the date October the 7th. Okay, like that. And then I get an arrow. Okay, didn't like that one, so we're just going to go ahead and say no later, finish no later than the 7th. It says I could have a conflict here, and I'd say finish or continue and finish no later than the constraint would be set. Like that. Now I have what you call it a task constraint that defines that the project or the output authority project has to be finished no later than October the 7th, which is a good idea because right now that's also the date. So if these tasks, if any given reason shouldn't be completed, so I could complete my quality assurance, I would have to recalculate how I would or how many days I could use for quality assurance, because it would have to be sent out on Friday the 7th of October. The next thing is the building permit or the authorities, they cannot start processing the building permit before the output authority project has been sent. So I already know that this one, and the reason I'm placing here up under the sub or the main title is that all these activities that are placed below will automatically follow. So I'm going to place myself here, and I'm going to say this 140 has to be finished before the next one can start, like so. Hereby, both activities move ahead. The next thing I know that is the detailed project or the output for the main project cannot come before the revision and the building permit has been created. So again, 42 FS, because I'm just using the main title, like so. And again, all my activities move ahead. Again, I have my quality assurance over here, and my quality assurance needs all the activities ahead of it to be finished before it can start. So that would be 47, 48, 49 until 52. Like so. And then my output main project will not be able to start before my quality insurance has been done. So I'm going to put in 53 FS. And again, these numbers are given from out here. If I look at my project now, I have a project that takes 102 days. And actually, I have 2 days of slack because I set it to end on January the 18th. And right now, I can finish on January the 16th, thereby giving me 2 days of slack. That is what I wanted to show you in this video. I hope you can use it for something, and thanks for watching.